welcome to Haunting TV. I'm Jeanette, and today I'm bringing you my comic book review of the week, which is of Severed. Severed is written by Scott Snyder and Scott Tuft, and artwork is by Attila Futaki. That one. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, so I'm sorry. This is another graphic novel that follows my unintentional theme of historically based graphic novels. And this one is, again, set in the Great Depression of America. And a wayward youth, well, he's not wayward yet. He is ex-wayward. So, okay, rewind. Going backward. In the beginning of this book, we're introduced to a character who is a happy old man with one arm. And his grandson comes in and hands him a piece of paper that was given to him by a stranger. And when this old man sees this piece of paper, he's incredibly afraid. Because the person who wrote that note is the real reason behind him losing his arm. Bum, bum, bum. Severed. Now we flash back to the old man's youth, and this is when we realize that he was a wayward young thing who, when he had both of his arms, was an incredible musician. He could play the fiddle like no one's business, and that's because his father left him on some neighbor's doorstep and left him with a fiddle and a note saying, "Take care of him, his name is Jack, bye!" And ever since the kid found that note, he wanted to go find his father and wanted to be like his father, who was a traveling musician on the road. So he hits the rails and heads to Chicago to go find his father and live his dreams out. And along the way of him following his dreams, he comes across the biggest nightmare you can ever imagine. And that's this guy. That guy. I'm not going to tell you a whole lot about him because I don't want to ruin it for you. But what I will say is, oh my gosh, you're not sure if he's just a serial killer or a monster or some sort of combination of the two, but he is a tricky, tricky dude. And it's like his schemes are just incredible. And the fact that it's just the depth of his depravity, like the things that he does are so awful. And yet it's not just what he does, it's how he does them that is just so incredibly terrifying. And oh man, there's some incredible gore in this graphic novel. There is so much suspense because you know who the bad guy is very, very early on, and you're just waiting to see when he's going to make his move, and waiting to see what's going to happen to Jack, the main character, and when, it's not going to end well, or maybe it does. You know he's alive by the beginning. Oh, man, I could not put this down. I read this, super fast, and it's a fairly decent-sized graphic novel. And the artwork, by the way, was just, so beautiful. Again, with Scott Snyder's writing, I can't really show you too many panels of it. I'll probably add something because it is so beautiful and it's so rich on period details. Time period details. It makes me so happy. So, for the reasons of incredible plot, which ties in from the beginning to the end and twists and turns all the way through, with some great characters that are built up, specifically the villain, he is an incredibly powerful character, and Jack is incredibly lovable. And then there's some other characters you meet along the way where you just really end up caring for them. Severed gets 5 out of 5 blood-spattered stars. I do think you should check this out. It is beautifully crafted, well written, and I think I've officially become a fan of Scott Snyder. This is now 2 of his books that I've read, and I just want all of them now. So, in the theme of this book, I'll see you in your nightmares. Teeth, blood. Okay. Make sure you click subscribe to join me on my crazy adventures. in comics. Yay! Bye, guys.